brought about this association. So welcome to ASPiH 2018. Was already spoken about it. And welcome back to the Northwest when we were NAMS some 9 years ago. It was in Manchester, and Bryn was the president then. Or were you president? Or you something? You were leading it. It was National Association of Medical Simulation, and he is guilty of dissolving it and merging it with everybody else and creating this beautiful organization called ASPiH, which is really good, and it's great to see everybody here, and I hope it keeps growing bigger and bigger. Also, I'll say welcome to Northwest, the bottom line again, and from the Northwest Simulation Education Network. Some of my colleagues are here from the network, and some are unable to get here today. And then welcome to Southport, obviously. Wouldn't be right to go without that. So here's Southport. As you can see, a little dot somewhere up there. Part of England, part of Lancashire, part of Liverpool, and that Southport sits on the Irish Sea. First Viking settlements were here, and it is mentioned in the Domesday Book. It was founded as a town by William Sutton, who lived down Lord Street, which is further down that way, and he built the first baths out there and built up the tourist industry. Apparently they were health baths, a bit like the baths in Bath. And the Roman ruins have been found around here also. And the Industrial Revolution during that time, Southport was bringing in machinery, bringing in iron production, as Purva has already said. There's the famous pier, which is the second largest pier in the UK, 3,650 feet. Sorry, that shouldn't be a dot, should be a comma, my fault. And I found this strange thing there. There's a plaque on Lord Street in the town trail which mentions that Napoleon, Prince Napoleon, stayed here. I'm sorry, you can't read all that, but the exiled Prince Louis Napoleon lived in Southport and admired the large, straight, wide tree-line areas. So he went back to Paris when he became took over, whatever, and the president. I think this was Napoleon III, not the first, because first was a few years before Southport was developed or founded, and he put lovely gardens and trees up in Paris. So that's where it comes from. The trees in Paris are from here. And those are some of the shopping centers if you would like to wander around Southport. The beach is there. It's a nice place to go. And Southport was into innovation, invention, using machines, which we are going to be using all day today, and talking about innovation and use of steam. So it was way ahead of its time. Okay, so that's the plaque there. Otherwise, appeared twice. So that's the Northwest, and those are various centers that we have all over the Northwest. And the Northwest includes all the way from Cumbria down to Wales and going east towards the Pennines and west towards the Irish Sea. It's a fairly large area. As mentioned in the first slide, my work in the Northwest as an associate dean, so I cover the whole area regarding training and trainers and education as part of HEE. So we have all these. You wouldn't go without talking about them. I'm not going to go into details. I might upset people. So you got the Reds, you got the Blues, and the Liverpool lot. And you got a Southport Football Club. I've not managed to get the slide of that one. So fans of Man United? City? Yay! I've got blue and red on this. Deliberate. And Liverpool. Good, good. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You can come and learn some football from this part of the country. Oh yes. Okay. I wasn't sure how much I can talk about Welcome to the North, so I've tried to keep it brief. We did have the Turing test devised by Alan Turing, who actually worked at Manchester University, and that's the Turing building in Manchester at the university, famous for that. We started talking about computers, or at least Manchester did. The Turing test, as you can read up there, is for robots. How do we recognize, separate robots from humans or machinery from humans? As machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent or indistinguishable from that of humans. So we might still be having that coming through sometime in the future. So he was talking about AI in 1954, and we are back here talking about AI in the future and AR and VR. So it's all been talked about in the past, and I think we are starting to move backwards and forwards again, back to the future. This is the new human brain project, which has just been clicked on again in Manchester, and it where's that? Anyways, wasn't meant to do that. Sorry. Don't know what's going to be. Okay. I will move away from that quickly. Okay, settled. So it's got all these actions. It's a parallel computer platform which is linking up neuroscience, robotics, and computer science, and has got 200 million. Okay, move on. At least it got you laughing. And that's Liverpool, the sea and the canal. And it'd be wrong of me to go away without talking about this bunch. Yeah, everybody knows that. Yellow submarine. Okay.